Here we go.
Here we go. JMO. He'll be early on the push-up here off of his chamber as Moose is just looking to play this containment game. LG starts slow. Feeling out the map, seeing if anyone will aggress. And I like the protocols to reply. If there's a flash out from Hookah and a push off of that, there'll immediately be a bird to reply. B-Dog is in a position where he can easily tuck and play that anti-flash, and then he can swing forward. But that setup won't be tested just yet. I'd imagine towards this late round, we see Luminosity try and clear space out towards long, poke in showers a little bit, and off of that, look to hit with about 30 seconds on the clock. And they're beginning to inch up on B. We'll poke some space out towards Hookah. It's weeded to receive.
Trailblazer gonna push him back. The grab well just won't allow it yet. So vulnerable, but a couple of shock darts courtesy of Critical. Gonna keep the attack of LG at bay. Steve gonna toss out a blind of his own, and Moose will actually be the one to take him down. Take shots, go wide, but JC Stani on the backstab and the poison cloud. It's subsided and picks up Mata, but his position is noted. Tig will finally find his way into the kill feed, and this attack was explosive as they flirted with Hookah for just a second. LG really battled back, but the rotates. It's Critical. It's weeded. It's low HP on Tig. It's low, make it no HP on to B-Dog. And now Tig has to try and get it done, but the spike is in.
A full buy of Spectres into this round.
Working on that Critical Hunter Shuri as well. We did a few pips closer to the Viper's pits on top of it all. And I was going to say, this comp is the comp to enable B-Dog, but LG are going to take some time to be able to get there. Sweeted. Flounders just a bit. It only takes 30 rounds, but eventually does get Mata down. B-Dog just fishing with the Sheriff. Unfortunately, no catches today. So it's a player down in LG. It's a bit weakened, but Tig will get one back. I mean, there are just things happening in the first couple of rounds that you cannot account for. Just like shock darts like that. All the utility tossed out to find the kill onto Critical. And at the end of the day, it might not mean the round, sure, but it means the bonus heavily weakened. And once more, LG, they've got themselves a two-player advantage. The spike is planted this time around, and they've got themselves a couple of guns.
Push forward here, Stani. Is revealed by the drone. This gets more dangerous now. It's a crossfire towards defensive-sided spawn, and Dazzle can take contact before Stani will even be able to do anything to B-Dog. Breaks contact. Jango actually isolates the duel, and Stani's still pushing deep. He wins over Dazzle. That's huge, and he does it, but Tig in the back lines can be this hero. Smoke down on the spike, trying to stick onto this, and Stani pops off, gets one. He's holding it to half. Moose
thrifty round in round two. Look at the economy, right? This isn't a round 3 bonus round because somebody hung on to a couple of Spectres. No, it's a full buy. The economy bolstered by that round win for LG. Meanwhile, it is a couple of Sheriffs on the side of KCP, but I don't think we get it again, right? There's no way that Weeded goes huge in round 1 to pick it up for KCP, and then everything, the stars aligned in round 2. There's no way stars align again for round 3. This surely should be an LG win, and that's a great way to get started. Take the X factor out of the equation.
Yeah, well, the stars are getting set up in a pretty good way there for Luminosity with, you know, a little bit of trigonometry. You look towards the North Star, align yourself plus 46 degrees from that, and hey, got straight through the smoke. Works wonders now for this 5 versus 2. The Sheriffs are in the right place, so maybe some damage to be dealt. Stani's walking forward, has the TP to fall back on. If he eats damage now, he's committed. Deep on the angle, has to hit the shot first try. Moose is on the off angle. The timing, ooh, it's rough, but timing, it is an interesting force as it goes both ways. Now this reclear is coming, and Stani should soon to be spotted. Leaf also playing just within the smoke. This one is so awkward. The discipline, no! He misses out on the shots, makes up for it, and finds 2. Now Stani alone.
Instead of just the Sheriff, and easily could have been picked up, so the heroics continue on both sides. Unfortunately, they weren't enough for KCP to actually find that round win, but still pretty darn good in way of damage. And speaking of Dazzle, Hunter's Fury gonna find the kill onto Thief, gonna find the tag onto JC Stani, and the damage has been dealt. The spike plant won't quite go down. Now Tig will get that one onto the floor. JC Stani low on HP, but still able to fight it out for one. Dazzle's there for the trade. It's a player advantage, still in favor of LG, and an extra player on the board. That being the time as that spike ticks away.
And there's a seventh player, too, that being the lineups. 2 snake bites available from Moose. Poison Orb, is it on the spike? No. So, the lineups won't be too potent. It has to be the fights instead. But with this new box, post-ones are even stronger. Still, JMO fighting. Takes one. Moose on the reply. Molly's on the spike. HP is low. So, just something to note, as the Pioneers will be down to Nico this round.
Yeah, if we've learned anything thus far, 3 out of 4 rounds, you have to believe that anything is possible. Unfortunately, early aggression inside showers won't find too much. And on the way out, JC Stani stares down the barrel of the Phantom of B-Dog. Critical can almost meet that same fate. I love planting on bind. Planting on bind is so funny because that's just how it works, right? You put it down one time, something scares you off. You go to put it down another time, then somebody's pushing out of showers, and the third time there's some more utility. Eventually that spike goes down. Tig awarded with the kill as well, and this should be cleaned up flawlessly unless JMO can do something close, and he does do that with the tour de force. Finds another.
Allows it. Fall off the site from your early info. You're right to give it up to LG, but beyond just the Hunter's Fury, there was a pit available too, and Weeded has used it over towards Hookah. Now this part of the map locked down, but the thing about this Hookah pit is it can be a bit fickle. One moment, it's excellent. You can hold so much space, but as soon as long is lost, as soon as there's a flood from Octagon, well then things get a little bit rough, because it's troublesome to help your team on the site when you're locked off by a cloud of smoke.
It also allows for somebody to eventually push through this way because you're wary of both angles to be attacked should LG want to clear out the pit. It does seem like they do want to do that before finding that long control. That they do. They also have that owl drone should those Seekers not find their mark in a Trailblazer. So we did in a tough spot, corralled inside Hookah. But LG, they second guess themselves. They look to head elsewhere. An early kill into JC Stani means a lot of that Asher utility, well, all of the Asher utility gone. It makes it easier for these quicker hits. We'll see if they do look to storm on. Back end of the Seekers. Tip of the spear. We'll spot out a couple of members. Hunter's Fury trying to slow things down from Critical, but he doesn't get too much. He finds pings, sure, but it doesn't matter. Moose, who found JC Stani earlier in the round, will find 2 more to open up the A sights and now looks to go on the hunt. See if the Viper can strike, or if the weapons will just be held on to. You got 5 alive. Why not just send it? Outside of the flawless, which should be nice. The economy's A-okay. Look at Moose. He's maxing out. He's going on the hunt.
Moose is quite an individual on this Viper. Most players would be satiated with the 2 kills he found, with a double entry on in. You have pit, you have line, but just chill out. Man advantage already contained, but no. Moose wants to continue to be the point man. Push on in and has the right idea, doesn't have the angle. The damage has been done, so there should be no world where Weeded survives. Spam away is coming. Weeded in trouble.
Once he stampedes his way onto a site, I'm going to imagine that Viper's pit goes down. But speaking of stampedes, KCP. Aggressive up towards A short. This is the call after the timeout. Nemo gonna fall. That's the weapon down. It's picked up in Critical. JC Stani. They all find one of their own. That's LG. Now down to the last 2. Dazzle trying to fight his way back into this round, and it's a bit more doable, a bit more digestible, but the Seekers reveal the position of the remaining players here, and Mata about to be corralled. Look at the position here from Critical. He's taken so much space after finding that first kill.
Critical, if he connects his shot, he doesn't. Just a tag into the body of Mata, the healthy man. Dazzle spots one, and all of that vision goes both ways. Drone forward. This is good. Thief now finds himself in a bit of trouble. He's unaware if someone is pinching from short or not. He suspects it, of course, because why wouldn't there be? Follow up that drone, try and pinch in from the other direction, but not in this round. Instead, both head towards showers. Weeded still only has a shorty. If he wants to get a gun, he has to push so deep in towards the spawn side. This round is almost entirely upon Thief. On either him popping off and finding both, or on surviving long enough, and he swings for it. It's one, that's free. His teammates are rotating on over. Still, Weeded just has that shorty. It has to be Thief, and Mata will tap. Weeded in the back lines at least can act as a set. Honestly,
what better
he
gun
might
when you're
win
just
that
spraying?
if Weeded has a rifle.
Yeah, exactly.
Shorty
exactly.
supremacy, I guess.
That's a tough pill to swallow, but hey, KCP, they put all their thoughts into that timeout. They muster up that buy, and it worked. And now they show us that they haven't given up just yet here on Bind. We did the angle inside hookah for now. Able to dispatch of the Owl drone. The Cosmic Divide comes through. It cuts off elbow. Does it cut off the actual sound of the teleport? I think that play is still on the table. It might not be needed. B-Dog trying to push on through. Critical. Gonna find the first. Backs away to safety. Thanks to the Cosmic Divide. And we'll see if they go aggressive on the other side. The site's been conceded for now. They're crunched here, Mimi. KCP, all 5 still alive. Now they have to work through the pit, but they're corralling this LG squad.
The drone doesn't get anything. That's actually huge, because now this pit is far more difficult to break through, but the spam is enough. Critical finds it. He has to dart up now. Still this pit. That is the issue. Dart finds nothing, and Critical will push off of it, trying to spam away, but Stoney takes down Dazzle. More and more pressure applied to Moose. His survival is everything, and he just can't do it. Stunned up by the dog still. Somehow alive.
They swarmed the LG members inside that pit and easily take him down there, especially with the utility that they had still in their disposal. We go dart for dart. We did. We find a nice kill early out towards B long, and LG, things are starting to get slippery here on Bind. KCP looking to string a couple more together.
Damo has the right angle for this, and falls off it. Moose's lurk util has gotten him deep, but doesn't want to commit off of it. We'll just TP on over. It's going to be a B split in this round. Weeded is still here, and I believe he has charge up on his utility, or at least it's coming soon. Molly's too. It's too late. Someone already passed it. Snuck in a Molly. Hits him instead, and now the swing forward. Wow. Both Moose and Dazzle claim a life, and there's an attempt from JMO to disrespect the Nebula. It does not work out for him. Now this retake is down to 2, but there's a flank coming. And I don't think Luminosity has any idea. Moose, though, is holding. Moose should be ready on this angle. Tig look for the jump peek. Overcommits to it. Stoney needs to clear it. Absolutely not. Moose on the shutdown thief alone now. Full util, but not much time to use it. Optimal plant spot for Luminosity. And one bird already expended. No information off of that besides the absence of someone close to the 2. But the thing is, Dazzle was here. He just didn't get blinded, and he can spot to come back through.
And they killed Mata. One of the bigger tools
a skyless
in that
execute
round.
That works that well. Wild. Tower's control taken. Bird forward. Oh, he's ran out of ammunition. Stoney finds it. Dazzle on the trade back. Stoney just wants more. And he'll establish himself on this line. Holds it down. Moose, at least for the side of LG, can reply, but it's only for 1. He's immediately traded. Tig has a chance at a lurk out towards B, but there should be someone holding for him, and now the star will go up. He has to retreat. His teammate dies. It's Stoney again. 3 for him. Spike on the floor. This should be the round that KCP gets back into it. Oh, and they already know where Tig is.
Well, poor Tig. Usually you don't expect to be topping the leaderboards, but hey, you'll take what you can get. And JMO's got himself an operator this time. And he's about to find some value on the other side. Trailblazer used. Here go the knives across, and B-Dog comes alive with the Blade Storm. Rips the op away from JMO. Now he wants some more. Nice Nova Pulse. The knives are going to go wide, but Moose is there on the trade. He's lurked up into U-Haul. Moose continues to be the thorn in the side of this KCP roster as Critical tries to back away. Now damage traded back and forth, but the site conceded.
A rotation underway. Back towards B. Seekers will reveal. This is huge information with a push coming through as well. Weeded has the util to hold complete stagnation. LG will probably have to reset here, and the reset will go straight into Thief's Maw.
Oh boy.
Oh, they're trying to double back, cut noise, split it into B. This makes this position even more potent, because now there can be a gamble made, right? Keep someone on the B site, but the other player cautious of spawn because there's no utility to contend with that space. So
30 seconds
have to hold now. It's really awkward. There's also a rotation underway from Dazzle. If he inches back towards his B site, even if he dies to Thief, that's fine because that's the information. Weeded though, the linchpin, it's only 1, not enough for him. Thief though comes alive. Plant will come down, but the retake, it's from good positions. And is there a Hunter's Fury? There is. Comes out. Can the plant still come down? It's a matter of timing. 4 seconds. This needs to be stuck in the second bolt hit. No, it does not. Survival. It's been made. And now it's a 1 versus 2. Critical already known. He takes down
Fits Mata and Moose. The clutch doesn't happen. But either way, they played that perfectly in the 2v2. And Critical, I mean, you can't fault yourself for that. You did what you could with the Hunter's Fury. The shock dart going a bit amiss, unfortunately. Doesn't feel great. But LG stand tall in that round. They grab 7, so it won't be even at the half, and they want more.
Right here.
It's Critical. Stuck on a Sheriff here in this round. A couple of light shields. Well, majority light shields for KCP as well. At the very least, Weeded isn't sitting on that Bulldog. He's got a trusty Vandal. He'll be a bit more potent on the defense. And speaking of defense, look at them. They're looking like attackers here. They've pushed all the way through Market. If they start boogieing, they're going to catch somebody here. Tig's going galactic. The sneakers go out. It might not matter. The Cosmic Divide's there. The Spike is down deep. Now looking to sit right on top of that one as Critical swings. Only the Sheriff is what I said, but the Sheriff does just enough as Hunter's Fury from Dazzle starts to go hunting itself. There's nothing to be had. B-Dog there to fight back for one more, but forced to back away. Owl Drone finds the tag, and there's still a pit right in front in the Spike. It's at their feet here for KCP. It's a scary spot, and LG have to fight forward for it.
That's the best you can hope for is grab this Spike TP. All to try and assist, and
Another opportunity. 7-5 is how we ended. It's actually KCP now on the attacking side. If we were backwards on that, then everybody's on the wrong side of the map. For the most part.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Old Drone.
That makes a little more sense.
Doesn't get too much, but JC Stani does. This is JC Stani doing JC Stani things. He's had enough. He's done losing, and he takes matters into his own hands. Fortunately, JMO is there to help out. He's also had enough of that losing stuff. It's 3 on the round for the Astra. Dazzle will need to find 4 on it should he want to find the round win, and 1 shock dart could find 2 here. 1 shock dart could make this a 1v1, and they almost give him the fight for it. Now it's a shock dart that can find all 3.
Oh, but they've already dropped away. Recon bolt available, but you're not going to know about Thief. Wrapping in towards the elbow, can swing off the contact of his teammates. Dart actually finds nothing. Lacking so much information, he does not know. And JMO's movement is good. Knocks him down to 19 HP, but at least, hey, it's even footing. 1 shot away from anyone in this server dying. Dazzler, does he have
a lot to prove, and respect now earned from everybody on the server, as you have to be wary of that Astra, especially when he's moving forward. And he's got himself an aggressive Phantom. And speaking of, it's made its way into frame and decapitated B-Dog to get this next round started.
Oh, that gets a little funky. An awkward moment towards the U-Haul, but side with the better arms when he's out on top. Good flash, forces moves back. Mata is his better. Maybe, but no follow-up. Stani will hold on to the rifle for now. Dazzle gives away his position.
Use that, or if they choose to use that here, it's still a decent, right? A decent bonus. The flawless means everybody keeps their weapons. It's JC Stani having that rifle moving forward into the full rifle round of LG. We'll see what they can get done right here at the start. Trailblazer, JMO just behind it. Disrespect the toxic screen, and that decay will top himself back up. Ooh. Nice snake bites. Moose taps onto 1. Mata trying to play counter flash, but Weeded able to capitalize as he picks up 2. And this is the Weeded of old. It's the JC Stani of old. Another multi-kill for the Astra, and no Cosmic Divide needed as the Spike gets planted. Dazzle just forced to save, left all by his lonesome.
In a near flawless bonus round. Only 1 player taken down. At least Dazzle's in a position to maybe find something off exit if the TP is committed, but they execute. It just looks really strong, and you bring it up. It's the Weeded of yore. Flashes to support him, dives in.
We don't get a whole lot of this. Rise was the team to do it yesterday, but as soon as Rise had ults, if it could secure them the round, they were just sending it. So I'm wondering if JC Stani might be kind of in that same mindset going into this, understanding, let's not let that hero rifle actually do hero things, right? Let's give a little bit of respect to the upgraded pistol buys and what is available. Just like that, I mean, Dazzle, the hero rifle, it comes online. B-Dog is able to find said value, but 2 kills traded right back. Puts, I'm saying KCP back in the driver's seat for just a second. The Cosmic Divide does come to fruition, but Critical. Now he's the last one standing. It was Dazzle in the last round. It's Critical in this. A 1v3, weapons to be retrieved. Plenty of time to do so. The Spike planted on the other side. Unfortunately, nobody moved for LG. So the clock is already working against him. It's going to take him a few seconds to get to the other side of the map.
The health bar for Critical, not great. Only 76 HP, and he's working against 3 opponents, all with weapons in hands. A dart, that's good. It's something to work with, but the second he gives away his position, he should be a dead man. Gambling that there will be a flank, someone trying to wrap the other direction. It's not to be.
It's a value for the sake of Luminosity. And fortunately for the operator, fortunately for B-Dog, all 5 stacked up towards the safe site with a shot. It goes wide. JC Stani able to keep his life for now. And again, if JC Stani's running forward, you have to be wary. You got to be careful. Nice Hunter Shuri. Going to slow down the Showers push quite a bit. It's Critical knocked down and the health bar lowered on Thief as well. So this attack just got that much weaker as the flash comes through. Guiding Light not going to find anything. And KCP, they still want to hit this A site.
They do, but they have time. Minute on the clock. They can cut noise, re-rotate. No, they're just sending it in straight to their deaths. Tig for 2. B-Dog's up. Connects onto a nice shot as well, but we did. He still got some fight in him. He still got a little bit of spunky TP.
A bit more damaging implications towards the Luminosity defense because of that. But at the end of the day, no harm, no foul. And because there's this operator online, because they are so wary of where B-Dog might be playing this, and Showers control means so much. You see so much utility already tossed out. That's 2 stars used right at the start of the round. Hunter Shuri to match the one of old used in the previous round, but it doesn't quite get the same value. It's a tag onto Moose, but it's a regrowth. Get the Viper topped off, and we still find ourselves 5 is still alive. And the op out towards B site. Doesn't quite land the shot just yet. Gravity well. Puts B-Dog in a bad spot for just a second, but he uses the jet utility. Do jet things. He air bends himself to safety. Now the B site with a minute on the clock. KCP just looking to storm on in. We'll see if LG will allow it. A couple of kills go back and forth, and Dazzle picks up 3 before being traded. Tig is here to knock the player down with the spike, and now Critical has to try and get it done. Both players out in the back halls. Tig and Moose. The spike gets planted. Critical now still has the clock on his side. Picks up the first. No, he doesn't. He tries, but he misses. He splits the upright.
They're just trying to get him the tour de force. Maybe play with that headhunter.
Revealing area.
Seems to be so. Well, at least invest into a Spectre. B-Dog is here. Up, still in hand, and that connects.
B-Dog finally finding that start of the round value with the operator, which immediately weakens the attack of KCP as the Owl drone continues to push forward. Doesn't spot anything out towards Sands, but players inside market no less, as we did. Left on his lonesome. Viper utility to lurk up towards the A site. There's 4 players on this side, and a nice set of Seekers. The Jellyfish to give up the plan. Sweden looks to link up with the squad. Moose to drop the Viper's pit. Now it's a pit to work through to get that spike planted in, but Moose, he spotted out, almost taken down. Nice shock dart to Dazzle. Silence Critical. Moose fighting inside the pit. He will thrive, and Moose...
It is to take that space. That's why they've been taking the shower fight so many rounds, and it just keeps failing. Now this time it's out towards the long. Some utility goes forward. Double initiator. Not only gets Dazzle his ult, but also gets the operator established. KCP, though, most inside of Hookah and Stani. It's a banger of a shot. Dazzle, he'll fall back, though. Wants to play off the Hunter's Fury if this is a B hit, but it's not to be. Instead, re-rotation underway. Or do they just double back?
This is a B-Dog op shot, pop the knives, kill everybody moment. There's the op shot. The ops into just dashing away afterwards. So the odds do get even. Both skies down for both of the teams thus far. JMO still chasing that ult orb for the tour de force. He has a headhunter.
Here.
Stani gonna put a couple of stars down. Now looking to play on the opposite side. The op shot. I mean, JC Stani just keeps getting away from him. The Marshal in the hands of Critical. That will find itself down on the ground as the Hunter's Fury picks up one. Damage onto the next. B-Dog forced to back away. Gives up his position. But the spike and the remaining KCP members, they've crept up to the site. They'll take this. The spike goes down. Now they've got the clock. They've got a weapon in the hands of JC Stani. Only a sheriff to play with for Weeded inside his own pit, but it's a deep one. You have to take so much decay if you want to make your way onto this site.
There's a flank. Look at Moose. He's already worked his way up. The chamber's dead. No utility to hold and take his stick and space an elbow. Stani needs to hold, and he just cannot. Now only one man. Weeded, just a sheriff, not the weapon for the job. The HP is so low, and the forces are the lack of that dive duel is hurting them.
It's tough to get on the side, especially in that last round, specifically Thief. Taken down by B-Dog means, you know, there's nobody to shut the lights off or maybe turn the lights on a little too bright for the defenders to see. But Tour de Force is online, no less. The timeout was called and the weapons have been had here for KCP. It's a full buy. It's the best you could ask for the Pioneer squad to try and hang on. Trailblazer spotted going inside Hookah. It's Thief tagged up by the Owl drone. But no harm, no foul, because majority of the members here for KCP are leaning out towards the A site. And LG, they're privy to it. They leave Moose all by his lonesome. The hold his ground inside Hookah. Everybody rotates over in the Cosmic Divide. This is going to open up the hit on the side. On top of the truck, Tig goes down. Weeded will find the first. Dazzle to push on out. Picks up Thief. Now it's time to get the spike planted. Nova Pulse going to stop pushes through the Cosmic Divide, and the post plant should be secured here momentarily. But look at Moose. Here he comes on the flank. Now JMO has to try and answer, and he does so successfully with the Tour de Force online, and B-Dog creeping through. The operators might just meet themselves. Weeded falls. Dazzle still alive. Mr. Multi-kill in the last few rounds. He's been good for 3. Can he do it again? A Gravwell to pull in. JC Stani trying to hold on, taking matters into his own hands, and now it's all up to Stani here. LG, they want to send KCP home, and they'll do just that. They move forward to play Sonics for qualification.
This Lumen